Meeting is expected to take place tomorrow, Wednesday, at the Sagana State Lodge. And as Mike Kagongo now reports, the meeting has been billed as a turning point in the relationship between the president and his deputy as the country counts down to the August 9th general election.
President Uhuru Kenyatta is expected to give his clearest indication on who he would like to be his successor, with pundits speculating that his fallout with Deputy President William Ruto might be discussed. The Wednesday Sagana III meeting is expected to be chaired by the president and will bring together elected leaders including governors, members of parliament, members of the county assemblies, as well as top business people from Mount Kenya region.
Kesho tukienda mkutano ni kuweka dosain na anajua kesho mambo mingi ambao pengine hamjawahi waambiwa mtaambiwa. Kesho ndio earthquake ya earthquake.
It comes against the backdrop of heightened political activities in the region, especially focusing on President Kenyatta's successor in the August elections. Some leaders are fully in support of Orange Democratic Movement Party leader Raila Odinga, whom Kenyatta has fronted as his preferred successor, while others have rallied their support behind Deputy President William Ruto. The division and formation of the two factions came about after President Kenyatta joined forces with Odinga during the now popular handshake between the two on March 9th, 2018.
Na rais ametuhakikishia atafanya chochote kwa hali na mali tupate wajumbe na maseneta wengi.
Jubilee haijakufa, Jubilee iko hai. Yule amesema Jubilee ilikufa, yeye ndiye amekufa. Yeye ndiye, na tumesema watu wa Kirinyaga sisi ni werevu, na tunajua shujaa wetu, tunajua mtu wetu ni Uhuru Muigai.
The meeting has, however, been billed as a turning point in the relationship between the president and his deputy, as the country counts down to August 9, the day Kenyans will vote to pick Uhuru's successor. In what has become a norm, the head of state usually hosts such meetings at the Sagana State Lodge whenever he wants to communicate to his supporters in the region or when faced with a political crisis. Last year in January, when Ruto and his allies launched an all-out campaign to oppose the Building Bridges initiative, Uhuru met ward representatives at Sagana, where he urged them to back the bill, which needed the support of at least 24 county assemblies.
Tunaenda kujitengeneza namba zetu kwa sababu we are serious stakeholders in this Republic of Kenya, just like the others are. Wale wengine ni stakeholders, pia sisi ni stakeholders. We are not going to be taken for granted. Like-minded Kenyans will come and we will work with them.
He prevailed as all Mount Kenya county assemblies approved the amendment bill, only for it to be stopped by the courts. However, its proponents appealed in the courts of appeal and later Supreme Court. A verdict of the Supreme Court is expected anytime. During the Sagana II meeting, Uhuru pleaded with Mount Kenya leaders to delink his succession politics from the BBI process. In Sagana II, he met about 7,000 delegates from across Mount Kenya region and held talks with about 50 MPs. During the talks, he criticized the hustler versus dynasty narrative then advanced by Deputy President, saying such a narrative was bad for the country.
Rais wetu ambaki kuwa party leader wa Jubilee Party. Na tungependa tuone Jubilee Party kule mashinani kutoka kwa MCA mpaka kwa governor wote wawe ni watu wa Jubilee, na tunaenda huko tukutane tukiwa watu wa Mount Kenya. Na ile mambo tutazungumzia, na ile mambo tutasema, hata Kenya hii itatetemeka.
This time round, Uhuru is expected to speak about his preferred successor and reinvigorating the Jubilee Party, which is expected to support the Azimio la Umoja presumed presidential aspirant Raila Odinga. It will also take place ahead of the Jubilee Party's National Delegates Convention NDC, slated for Friday and Saturday, where the rebranding of the ruling party and adoption of new colors, symbol and flag have been listed as the top priorities. The party, which was formed following the merger of President Kenyatta's The National Alliance TNA, Deputy President William Ruto's United Democratic Party URP, and smaller parties will seek to reinvent itself after a mass exodus triggered by internal wrangles.
Watu waamue nani anataka kuwa Jubilee, nani anataka kuhama. Wale wanataka kuhama watahama, watatuacha, na mtu akihama there are some legal consequences. Watatuacha tuendelee na kazi bunge, wao waende huko nje wafanye siasa yao wakiwa nje, si chukue bunge tuendelee na kufanya ile kazi tupatiwa na wananchi.
Ruto stormed out of the party, taking with him a majority of members, including elected leaders and lawmakers. The DP formed the United Democratic Alliance UDA, which he has been championing and has declared that it will be his vehicle for the presidency in the August 9 polls. Remnants of the Jubilee Party have since dropped the handshake symbol and reintroduced the symbol featuring a dove, originally depicted in the TNA logo. The party has also dropped the yellow color associated with Ruto's URP, which features prominently in UDA's branding. Nyeri Town MP Gojiri Wabogo indicated that it is meant to give the region political direction and ensure that more than 6 million votes are in safe hands.
I want to express our excitement and how we are looking forward to hosting the president tomorrow in Sagana. Especially for those of us in Jubilee, tomorrow is a major moment for our party as we listen to our party leader give political direction.
Wambogo said that the president will also ensure that his legacy projects are carried on, and that is the reason why he wants to pass on the leadership baton to safer hands. Mount Kenya leaders now say Sagana 1 and Sagana 2 are only meant to listen to the people in the region and address their concerns related to development, pointing out that massive projects have been undertaken to completion and others are still in various stages. Mike, GOtv 47, Nairobi.